Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Danny Gobby Gymnasium here in Chapmanville, West Virginia, where we are getting set for our first of two games this evening as the Chapmanville Tigers get set to take on the Mingo Miners here in our JV contest tonight. Again, Mingo Central getting here a little bit late, just having to get their bus and everything else prepared for the evening, but they are here now, and we are just going to get underway about 15 minutes late here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you. Desmond Napier, our engineer, as we are set to go to action here in our first game of the evening as the JV contest underway. Chapmanville controls the tip. It's in the left corner. Quick trigger three on the way, and that one knocked down right away as Braden Strange gets Chapmanville on the board here tonight. So again, good start for the Tigers. It's up ahead. They work it, and I should say, actually, that was Evan Witt on that three for Chapmanville. Again, I'm getting my threes and my fours mixed up already this evening as there's a turnover along the far side. Unable to handle the pass, and that'll give it back over to Chapmanville. So it'll be Jet Bayston to bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. It wasn't listed as a number in the scorebook, but we can tell him right away as he works it over far side. Now into the corner for Hensley. Back out front for Adkins. He'll swing it over left side. It's Wesley Watts. They get it back into the corner. Good ball movement here from the Tigers. They get it over far side. Nice pump fake by Watts. Drives baseline and gets it to rattle home. Wesley Watts with a little floater. Chapmanville now out to a 5-0 lead here in the first minute of the contest. Mingo Central trying to get the first shot up of the game as Logan Barker driving in right side. tries to get by Watts. Watts blocks him from behind. Regathered, though, put back up and in by Colton Smith for the first 2 of the game for the Miners. Space will bring it up the floor. 3-2 defense being shown by Mingo Central. Skips it over far side for Atkins. Now to the corner as Witt had to check his feet to make sure he wasn't on the sideline. Now back up top. Atkins gives it near side for Watts. Back to the top of the key, now driving baseline. Basin cut off. Nice feed underneath, able to find Hensley somehow. Couldn't finish on the layup though. And rebound taken away by Mingo Central. But what a look that time by Basin as he got to the rim. He's up top with it. Gavin Bernatter swings it over far side. Barker gives it back over to the left as Mingo Central plays around at the top of the key, trying to look for an opening. Driving left side, trying to get the baseline. Got caught in midair that time was Bernatter, and now it's a turnover. Taken away by Witt. He brings it into the front court, sidesteps one man, gives it over to Atkins. Now far side Watts. Fakes, now to Baisden. Back out top of the key, they work it over to Hensley. Again, ball movement's been crisp so far here in the opening couple of minutes for the Tigers. Watts skips it cross court, trying to work his way in. Now they give it back to Hensley. Steps back out, gives it to Baisden, jump steps into the lane, pull-up jumper for him, and he'll knock it down. Great patient possession for the Tigers that time, and it ends with a little 8-footer for Jet Baisden's first bucket. Chapmanville shows pressure in the backcourt. Bernatter lobs it up ahead. Barker had it poked away there momentarily. Witt got his hands on it. Able to get it back as Barker drives in. A little hook pass, tried to feed it over to Smith, but saved in the corner by Hatfield. And now stepping on the sideline is Mingo Central. That'll give it back over to the Tigers. As Jeremy Brewer will check in for the first time. Barker will check out of the contest. With 5:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Basin will bring it up the floor, looking back to the sideline for the call. Hensley tries to dribble away from trouble. Now they'll skip it cross court. Witt hit from here a moment ago to start the game. Misses this one, gets his own rebound though and charges in, and he'll lay it up and good. And Chapmanville's raced out to a 9-2 lead here in the early going. And again, this is a makeup game between these two that was scheduled a couple weeks ago that got canceled by the snowstorm as Hensley almost with a steal. Goes out of bounds off of Chapmanville's. Another substitution for Mingo Central as Caden Salmons will check into the game. Colton Smith will exit. But that could be why we have a bit of a sparse crowd here right now. Even for the JV game, you usually have a little bit bigger of an audience, but here on a Wednesday night, not a normal playing night throughout the season. But hopefully things will fill up here as the evening goes along. And if not, we hope you're out there with us on the D&D Sports Network. Again, like and share throughout the evening. If people don't know there's a game going on, make sure they know here on Facebook and on all our social services. And this pass knocked away, taken away by Witt. He'll drive in, tries to kick it back to Baisden. Now it's some hopscotch going on between Chapmanville pass-wise. They get it out to Watts. His three won't fall, but Hensley saves the possession for now. Witt gives it off baseline. Atkins, nice fake by him, goes to the middle but can't convert on the layup. Now we get a whistle and a full timeout called by Mingo Central with 4:07 left here in the first quarter. We'll step aside as well and be back after this as you are watching high school basketball action with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
Welcome back, everybody, here on the D&D Sports Network. Chris Kidd with you, with Desmond Napier, our cameraman, here tonight as Chapmanville has raced out to a 9-2 lead on the Miners here in this JV contest. And again, as we said, getting out to a little bit of a late start here tonight as Mingo Central arrived about 15 minutes behind schedule, but we're here underway in this first quarter. Underneath looking for Salmons, and a nice job deflecting that away by Witt. And, well, they're going to say actually out of bounds off of Mingo Central. So, again, Witt tipped that, and then Mingo Central got a finger on it after the fact. And Chapmanville will take ball back, leading it by 7 as we head under the midway point of the first quarter. Underneath, nice look for Watts. Can't finish on the layup, though. Has to kick it back out to reset. Adkins in some trouble, gets away from it. Nice look along the baseline. Reverse layup, up and good. Nice look underneath, and Witt able to finish for his 7th point of the game. Now Mingo Central, they're going to go with a full-scale change here almost, as they've got 4 players off the bench ready to check in at the next whistle. Across the timeline comes Brewer. Gives it over into the left corner. Salmon's trying to find an opening. Now ball's loose on the floor, taken away as Watts up with it for Chapmanville. Stutter steps, now looks to drive in, kicks it over to Hensley. Layup no good, but a charge going to be called here on Chapmanville. And they're going to get that on Wesley Watts. He couldn't get his momentum stopped getting into the lane that time. So Mingo Central going to take 4 out here. And looks as if maybe Smith was the only one that survived the wholesale change, as David Dotson's just checked in. He'll be the trigger man, gets it into Barker. Chapmanville continues to pressure in the backcourt. Barker looking up ahead, gets a screen. He'll take it into the corner, dumps it off for Dotson. Now they'll reset at the top of the key with Bobby Messer, who's checked in. Now they give it off underneath. Nice drive by Smith this time to the rack. He can't finish at the rim. He's got the only 2 points so far for Mingo Central. As Miners get it back. Messer back up top, almost stolen by Watts, and then Watts got tripped up, and that's going to be the 2nd foul on Wesley Watts as he gambled and lost on that steal attempt. And that'll get Milton Vance up off the bench.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 22, Milton Vance.
And he's definitely a player who can fill it up in a hurry. Vance has shown a lot of flashes in many of these JV games this season for Chapmanville. Barker gets it over near side. Messer back up top, and Hensley jumps the passing lane. He's got a breakaway to the other end, goes up and lays it in for an easy 2 for him, and that's his first 2 of the game. 13-2 now, Chapmanville leading it. Dodson had it ripped away, taken away by Adkins. Now passes a bit low to Basden, couldn't handle it. Going to the floor is Barker able to save it. Here comes Mingo Central back the other way. Messer drives in left side, had the layup and tried to dump it off to Smith instead. Mistake there for Mingo Central, and here comes Witt back the other way. He'll miss on the floater. Atkins on the putback. That one off the mark, and Smith able to tear the rebound out, but now it's ripped loose again as Basden got it. Goes up, and he'll lay it in. So a melee around the rim that time, and Chapmanville able to win the battle. They've now taken a 15-2 lead with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. Ethan Workman checking into the game for Chapmanville. Senior getting his first action of the evening. It's over on the right side. Hatfield gets it off to Dodson, now to Smith. Mingo Central struggling to find anything going towards the rim right now, but there's a good entry pass, able to find its way to Smith, and he'll lay it in on the right side. Nearly another steal there for a moment for Chapmanville, and there Basden fired it to Witt. Witt wasn't ready for the pass. It looked like they had a brief disagreement on that, but then finally Witt says that was my bad. So a rare turnover here in the first quarter for Chapmanville. And he's dribbling that off his knee was Hatfield, able to catch up to it as Workman all over him right now. Finally able to get rid of it, but throws it right to Hensley. So Hensley comes up with a steal. Here comes Vance over to Basden. Stops, gives it off to Witt. Steps into the paint, kicks it back out. Basden will jack up the 3. That went off the front iron, but Hensley pops right to him. Back outside, losing the grip on it was Witt, and now we get a loose ball foul. So we'll see who they get here. It looks like they're going to get Witt on the foul. Called on 12. So again, they get Baisden instead. Looked like it was going to be on Witt, but it must have been Baisden who was holding Hatfield back on that play. So Gavin Bernatter's checked back in for Mingo Central. They go to unload to Smith. Smith, he's been all the offense here in the first quarter for the Miners. That's his 6 point, and that's all 6 points for Mingo Central. So they trim the lead back below 10 at 15-6. Baisden over left side. Trying to find someone as Witt. He'll find Vance instead. Now Vance almost losing it as Barker got his hands in on it. Shovels it over. Ball now is ripped loose. Here comes Dotson up the right side. Dotson in a foot race with Baisden, and Baisden strips it away and was able to knock it off of Dotson's leg out of bounds. Great defensive effort by Jet Baisden. Chapmanville will get the final look of the first quarter, leading at 15-6. Baisden crosses the timeline. Holding it with 7 seconds, now set to go. Picks up his dribble, goes inside to Witt. Witt trying to find an opening with 2 seconds left, kicks it back out. Basin's going to have to put one up, and that one won't fall as the first quarter comes to an end. But Chapmanville leads things 15-6 as we head to quarter number 2. Back in 60 seconds as you are watching high school basketball action with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to the Loose Caboose Grill, located in Kermit, West Virginia. Come on in and try out their home fresh food and go inside of the caboose and sign your name on the wall while you sit down and get you something to eat. Located in Kermit, West Virginia, go grab you a bite to eat at the Loose Caboose Grill.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care.
Start of quarter number 2 here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kidd with you. Desmond Napier, our engineer, as Chapmanville leads Mingo Central 15-6 here in the first of our 2 games this evening. Again, it'll be the Mingo Central and Chapmanville varsity teams coming up approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of this contest. Mingo Central with the ball to start the second quarter. Slater goes down low to Smith, kicks it back to Barker, and a lot of contact on the inside, and that'll go against Chapmanville. So you get Milton Vance on the foul.
His first, team first.
As Barker goes to the line, first free throw attempts of the night for either side. As Barker's first attempt too strong. Trying to get somebody else into the score column from Mingo Central right now. Again, Colton Smith with all 6 points in the opening period. And the second free throw too strong as well as Hensley skies for the rebound. Get it up ahead for Vance. Vance driving in on Dotson. Looking, kicks it back out. Witt stops, pops a 3, and there's his second 3 of the game, and he's into double figures now with 10 points, and the lead is swelled now to 18-6. Across midcourt, Bernatter trying to direct traffic, getting Barker to clear into the corner. Barker will get it on the left side. He'll shovel it back up top for Slater. Bernatter trying to find a screen, finally gets one back to the top of the key. Now he's just going to call out a new play. Dodson trying to get in the right spot, finally does. Now Barker trying to jump the passing lane was Witt that time, and he instead hip checks him. And that'll be his first. So 2 team fouls against Chapmanville early here in the second quarter. Jeremy Brewer will check back into the game. Bernatter drives inside, looks underneath. There's Smith again, but this time he's rejected by Vance. Great defensive play by him. So he'll get it back to Atkins, looks up ahead. Vance kicks it back out quickly to Workman, drives in. Gets caught in midair, tries to throw it over, but Smith jumps in, and he'll take it away from Mingo Central. Natter will walk it across the timeline. Now takes a burst, gives it off to Barker. On the right side, trying to find an opening. Tough drive that time by Slater. Couldn't find anything and lost it on the way up, but there's Smith again. Able to save the possession for Mingo Central. Got 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Over left side for Barker. Or I should say second quarter, as Hensley comes up with another steal. He's got a big burst of speed, but he kind of ran out of his shoes that time and ran away from the ball as he was looking to cut back and go up for the layup, and it ended up behind his back. Yeah, he just had so much speed getting up the floor trying to get by his man to find the lane to the basket. He just kind of overran his own dribble that time. Marion Corbett check into the game for the Tigers. Milton Vance will go to the bench. Natter will walk it up the floor as Corbett will pick him up there. There's Smith with it again. And he's got all 6 of Mingo Central's points. Slater back over left side for Hatfield. Hatfield now finds an opening, drives in left side. What a rejection by Witt. Again, it was a great take that time by Hatfield. But Witt able to get back in position and just swatted it away. And Mingo Central have to take it out underneath. It's not a lot's been easy here so far tonight for the Miners. Hatfield laser pass that time to Vernatter, and that one just went off his hands and out of bounds. He didn't get much of a chance to look at that ball as it came screaming at him. Atkins will bring it up the floor for the Tigers. 12-point lead for them here in the second quarter. Jump passes to Workman, now back outside, inside to Witt. He goes up, but he's rejected by Smith. And then Colton Smith has had a great game so far here tonight for Mingo Central. But they need to try and get things going on the offensive end right now. Chapmanville has really stymied them throughout this first half. Slater looks inside. Nice catch by Smith, goes up, and he'll be fouled on the play. So they'll get Ethan Workman on that foul. And that'll send the Miners back to the free throw line, as that's the third team foul here in the second quarter, committed by Chapmanville. Smith just looking to try and add to his total, and Banks open here tonight as he hits on the first one. We've seen a few teams actually do that purposely throughout the season, and by statistics, it seems like that's actually the safer of the shots, at least from what I heard. It's not any study I've done myself, thank God. Is underneath. Hensley gets inside, counted, and the foul for Andrew Hensley. And now Chapmanville will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Foul on Jeremy Brewer. Andrew Hensley shooting one.
Get it on Jeremy Brewer. That's the first team foul against Mingo Central as well this evening, as Hensley off on the free throw attempt. But a 20-7 lead for Chapmanville as we have 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Up top with it. Looking for some help is Brewer. Finally Smith able to come free. Gives it over for Natter. He'll drive baseline on Corbett. Got too far underneath. Corbett did a good job using the baseline as his friend that time. As Chapmanville touches it last out of bounds, it'll stay with the Miners.
Checking in for the Miners, number 2, Logan Barker.
So Logan Barker will check back into the game. They get in. Quick three on the way from the left side. That one misses by Slater. Rebound taken away by Witt. So he'll charge up the left side. Barker knocked it free, and Witt just let it trickle out of bounds. So it'll stay with Chapmanville along the far side. Witt trying to get Atkins free. Finally drifts over towards midcourt. Now back inside to Witt. He gets tripped up, and he goes to the ground. So that'll be the second team foul against Mingo Central, as Logan Barker whistled for the trip that time. Workman will inbound underneath his own basket. And Corbett came free in the corner but didn't see him. They get it back over to Witt. Couple of threes in this half, nearly a third, as that one just a little too strong as rebound knocked out of bounds. He'll go back over to Mingo Central. Again, Witt leads the way right now with all scores, has 10 points in this game. Outscoring Mingo Central all by himself at the moment, but Colton Smith is the only one to register any points for the Miners thus far. He's got all 7 of Mingo Central's points. Up front, Slater lost the handle for a moment, now gives it over for Brewer. Back over to Smith. Now trying to find Barker, back out top of the key. Here comes another 3 launch, this one off the mark for Slater. Rebounded though by Smith, trying to get free, turns at the basket, misses on the little short bunny attempt, and rebound ripped away by Workman. Looks up ahead, Hensley got behind the defense. Slater wasn't looking, but he's able to save it out to Workman. He'll take the jumper, no good, and that goes out of bounds off of Hensley. Mingo Central fell asleep a little bit on that lob up ahead. Pass just a little too strong for Hensley. Did a great job saving it that time, but Chapmanville comes up empty on the trip. Barker, near side for Hatfield, now finds an opening, drives in right side, gets to the rim, but can't finish. Colton Smith, though, on the rebound, goes back up. He'll miss. A couple of layups missed on this trip for Mingo Central, but they'll get a third opportunity. Hatfield will try it from deeper out instead, but that 3 won't fall. And again, the basket has a lid on it right now for the Miners. Underneath the Witt, fakes, drives to the right side, kicks it back out. Atkins gets a good look for 3. That one got halfway down and pops out. Slater grabs the board. So both teams going cold here in the second quarter. It's 5-1. Chapmanville has outscored Mingo Central thus far. Brewer looks inside and intercepted by Witt. Here he comes up the center of the floor. Drives in, fakes a pass, takes it in, but can't finish at the rim. Rebound tipped out. Hensley will get a try at it. His jumper left short and rebounded by Mingo Central. And both teams have had good opportunities around the rim. Just not been able to buy a bucket here in the second period. Hatfield will give it off. Barker back up top. Now Brewer in some trouble. We'll swing it over for Barker. Now gets it to Hatfield. Thought he saw an opening for a minute, but Atkins was waiting for him at the rim. Mingo Central trying to see if they can get any sort of crease here to find a driving lane or an open jumper. And there's maybe their chance as Corbett went for the steal. 3 by Smith won't fall. Rebound into the corner, knocked out of bounds, and last touch by Chapmanville. It's going to get a couple of substitution here for the Tigers. It's Braden Strange, Milton Vance, and Janner Goshian will all check into the game. It's almost everybody in here in the first half on the Tigers side as 3 pulled, and there's a jumper that finally falls for Mingo Central. Everything had been around the rim, and now they get their first 3 of the evening as Brewer knocks it down, and he's the first one other than Colton Smith to score in this game for Mingo Central. Whittle inbound after the near steal by Hatfield. They bring Vance into the backcourt to help Atkins out, 2 men shading him. Vance gets back up top for Atkins, drives in, dumps it off left side, jumper on the way, and count it for Braden Strange.
Jumper by Braden Strange.
Braden Strange right off the bench and into the scorebook. Lead back up to a dozen for the Tigers, applying pressure. Some of these fresh bodies on the floor, drive right into Strange that time and wipe out the basket for Barker. And he'll instead pick up the foul.
Foul on number 2, Logan Barker, his second.
So that'll be number 2 on him. Team foul number 3, so we're all even at 3 apiece now on team fouls. Witt throws it deep down the floor, able to get it to Strange. Now back to Vance. He'll kick it out for Goshian, fakes. Back over for Witt, puts up a floater, trying to avoid the charge. Was able to do that much, but couldn't connect. Here comes Mingo Central back. And they can find a way to trim this down below 10 at halftime. That'd be a huge win for them, considering the fact that Chapmanville feels as if they've dominated this entire first half. Barker to his left, gets it to Hatfield as we fall under a minute to go in the first half. Slater trying to get away from Strange, goes to Barker. He'll take the 3, and that'll go. So now Mingo Central starting to settle into this game, perhaps. And they've trimmed the Chapmanville lead down to single digits for the first time in a while. Underneath, Strange wasn't looking initially, but still made the grab. Kicks it out, Witt, fakes, takes it left baseline. Back out, now to Vance in the corner. He'll take the three, and Milton Vance answers right back. And we said he can fill it up in a hurry when he gets going. And Milton Vance, his first bucket here tonight, as we're down to 20 seconds left in the first half. Taking it in, and a bump going to be called on Adkins. That'll be the fourth team foul against Chapmanville.
Foul on Austin Adkins, his second, team fourth.
So it'll be 2 fouls against Austin Adkins. He and Watts, each with 2 fouls for the Tigers. Lob it in deep for Hatfield, lost it momentarily. Being hounded by Vance, swings it over for Brewer, down to 10 seconds left. Brewer in trouble, able to get away, gets between 2 men, can't finish at the rim. Rebound taken away by Atkins with 3 seconds left. Atkins across the timeline, heaves it up at the horn, just off to the left. And that'll do it for the first half of action here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium, as the Chapmanville JV team leads the Mingo Central JV team 25-13. As Desmond and I will step aside for a break, we'll come back with your first half stats and analysis right after this, as you are watching high school basketball action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Welcome back, everybody, here at the half. Chris Kidd with you, with Desmond Napier, our engineer, for tonight's contest, as Chapmanville leading at 25-13 here at intermission. And while we have a moment, just like to
If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Come see us at Trailhead Bar and Grill in Mingo, West Virginia, where the locals come to hang out and the trail riders come to visit.
Follow us on Facebook page for our daily specials. We're open 7 days a week here at Trailhead Bar and Grill.
You can give them a call at 681-308-6088. Make sure you follow them on their Facebook page to keep up with all their daily specials and for business and operation hours. Trailhead Bar and Grill, located downtown Matewan, West Virginia.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. give me a call. Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs, along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today.
Getting ready for the start of quarter number 3 here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kidd with you, Desmond Napier, our cameraman, for tonight's action in this makeup contest during the massive snowstorm that hit a couple of weeks back. And in the first half, it was Chapmanville leading the way 25-13 as you look at the first half scoring. Chapmanville was led by Evan Witt, who led all scores with 10 points. Then after that, you had Jet Baisden with 4, Andrew Hensley with 4, Milton Vance with 3, Braden Strange with 2, and Wesley Watts with 2 for the Tigers. On the other end for Mingo Central, Colton Smith led them with 7 points. Then Logan Barker and Jeremy Brewer each with 3 points apiece, knocking down 3-pointers as Mingo Central 1 of 4 from the line. Chapmanville 0 of 1, 3 3-pointers for the Tigers, 2 for Mingo Central. So we get started here in the third quarter. Adkins on the left wing and throws it away to get things started here in the first 11 seconds of the third period. And again, stay with us. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have the varsity action between Chapmanville and Mingo Central. So that'll be about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this contest. So don't go anywhere. Here this evening on the D&D Sports Network. And again, like and share with everyone out there. As we said, that it being a makeup game, a lot of people maybe not aware that these teams playing tonight, so if they can't be here for the action, we'd much rather you have your evening with us here on D&D tonight as Hensley fights for the loose ball, gets it back, can't convert either time, but Van's able to get it, and he takes an awkward fall after being hit on the play, so he'll go to the free throw line. Looks like they're going to whistle that one on Hatfield.
Bo Hatfield, his first, team first.
So Bo Hatfield picks up his first foul as Vance hit that 3 near the end of the first half, and he knocks down the first free throw. It's his first make of the evening, or Chapmanville's first make, I should say, of the evening from the line. And Vance cans both. So 5 points for Milton Vance and full court pressure from the Tigers, and it pays dividends right away as pass over the head of Brewer and out of bounds. So go right back over to Chapmanville. And Mingo Central momentarily got the lead down below 10 near the end of the first half. Chapmanville's led the entire way. Go underneath the Watts, able to regather the ball. They swing it back out. Now Atkins will take a 3 from the right side. That one grazes off the front of the rim. Watts goes to save it, but just runs out of real estate. And it'll go back over to Mingo Central. And no one seems like they want to take the ball out of bounds for Mingo Central. Finally, Vernatter just throws his hands in the air and said, well, I guess I might as well do it. So he gets it back quickly from Brewer. He's got 2 Tigers hounding him all the way up the floor. Pass was deflected that time, but somehow gets its way back to Vernatter. Drives in left side, tries a tough pass to the inside, and it gets knocked away, but Hatfield grabs it back. Just swing it back up top. Slater's pass, somehow able to find its way over to Smith. Goes up, and he'll lay it in. Colton Smith now with 9 points on the evening. The lead back down to 12. Atkins will skip it cross court. Watts kicks it over, now back out. Vance. Back over to Hensley. He'll jack up a three, and Andrew Hensley knocks down a three, and he's got 7 points here tonight. 4-3 of the game for Chapmanville, and they've doubled up Mingo Central now, 30-15. It's inside Hatfield. Has to dribble back out and swing it to the top of the key as Vernatter gives it over for Brewer. Slater, high pass, and it goes off the hands of Vernatter. And there's a couple of high passes in a row from Slater. That one, though, proved to be too tall for him. Logan Barker will check back into the game for the Miners. It'll be Watts crossing the timeline. Swings it over for Adkins. Now to Vance, gets a clean look for three from the left side, and you just can't leave Milton Vance that open. As he makes him pay with another triple. Talked about it, he can fill things up in a hurry. Off the bench for Chapmanville, he's got 8 points now. Now he also fills it up in the foul column, as that's his second one of the evening, as he's called for the reach-in. Barker will get it in. Hatfield being bodied up that time by Baisden. They'll get him for the block. So that'll be the second foul on Baisden, so they've got a slew of Tigers with 2 fouls here. It's a nice take that time by Hatfield. Gets it over for Smith. Had to regather on the catch over for Barker. His layup won't fall. Rebound tipped around several times. Smith gets it. He can't hit on the putback. Now ball knocked loose again. It's Slater with it. He'll put it up with 2 hands. He can't convert. Again, just 4 chances around the rim. None of them will go, and they'll go for the 3. Instead, Hatfield can't get it to fall. Now thrown inbound, somehow saved by Chapmanville as Smith tried to throw it off a Tiger's leg. Now they get it over far side for Baisden. Back over for Atkins. He'll stop. Pop a 3 online, but too strong. Rebounded comes right down to Slater. He'll lob it up ahead. Hatfield going to run out against Hensley. He goes for the block, can't get it. Barker there, though, on the putback, and Mingo Central finally converts around the rim. Again, several chances that time for the Miners on the last possession, but they finally get it on this trip as Vance, left corner 3, was hit on it, but no whistle. So that one won't fall. Rebounded by Mingo Central. 33-17, Chapmanville leads it. 4:39 to go here in the third quarter. Brewer gives it off near side for Barker. He'll kick it over quickly for Hatfield. Now back over for Brewer, knocked down a 3 in the first half. Nice position there by Smith as he was able to pin Vance up against that right block, and he'll lay it in. So he's got 11 points. Baisden over into the corner, back out front for Watts. Atkins now with it. Pass was deflected, but it went right into Baisden's hands. So he'll give it back over for Atkins. Now to Hensley. Hensley had it knocked away on his pass attempt. Now batted out of bounds. Going to be the last touch by Mingo Central. Watts looks inside. Hensley gets bumped by Smith as he'll give it back out front. Now into the corner, Hensley, 3 on the way again. This one just short, rebounded underneath by Slater. Nice pass up ahead for Barker, charging into the rim, just never quite had his footing that time as he slams the padding underneath the basket, upset with himself. Vance, nice step into the middle that time, and Milton Vance with a great move to lay it in, and now he's got 10 points. He's got 7 of them this quarter. So he and Witt each leading the team at 10 right now, 35-19 Chapmanville. 3:22 to go in the third as Brewer lost his footing, threw it up for grabs, and it just went between 3 people. And out of bounds off of Mingo Central as Ethan Workman back into the lineup. Wesley Watts will check out. And Chapmanville has led this the entire way so far, jumped out to a 5-0 lead, eventually grew to 15-2, and they haven't looked back since then. Hensley over to Baisden. trying to navigate traffic out to Vance. Does he have the hot hand still? Ooh, that one's online, just rattled out. There's Workman on the glass. He can't convert. Rebounded by Baisden. His jumper too strong as Workman bats it out, but it goes to Smith. Here comes Smith up the left side, driving in, and he lost control of it on the way in, but did he get some help? And they are going to call the foul on Jet Baisden. That'll be the third on him, and with 2:53 to go here in the third quarter, a full timeout going to be called by Chapmanville as they lead at 35-19. We'll be back after this as you are watching high school basketball action with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're a business looking to bring utilities underground with little impact to the environment, we offer that with horizontal directional drilling. With the abilities to steer around underground objects that may be in the way of conventional ditch digging, we offer the different hole sizes to complete any project. Let the professionals at Horizontal Drilling help you today. Give us a call at 304-928-0587.
Unfortunately, water, mold, or fire damage can happen to you. Restoration One of Southern West Virginia is available 24/7 to help take the stress out of your mess. Our primary goal is to respond and restore your property back to normal as quickly and safely as possible. When disaster strikes, Restoration One is your go-to cleanup crew. Save our number now in case you need us later. Whether the job is big or small, give Restoration One a call. 304-443-4959.
Back to action here at Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Chris Kibb with you. Desmond Napier, our engineer, and Milton Vance with a steal off the inbounds pass. Drives in left side, can't get the banker to go. Hensley got it back quickly. I think he thought Vance was retreating to the corner. Was trying to set him up for a three, but instead he'll go back over to Mingo Central. So we have 2:45 remaining here in the third quarter. 35-19 Chapmanville. Again, varsity game coming up approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of this contest. Cross timeline, ball swiped away by Baisden and out of bounds. So it'll stay here with Mingo Central. Barker will inbound from underneath his own basket. Looking, still trying to find someone. Eventually gets it into Slater. He'll step back for a three, and that one will fall. And Slater's got that little bit of a herky-jerky, soft release. And that time it's able to work for him. Underneath Hensley, just kind of parked on the right block that time. And he's fouled from behind. So he'll go to the free throw line. Looks like they're going to get Slater on that foul. So after knocking down the three, he ends up committing the foul as well. Hensley's first free throw rolls off, no good. He's now 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Chapmanville 2 of 4 as a team. And the second one, he does get the friendly roll. So Hensley now with 8 points. Close to becoming the third Tiger in double figures here tonight as Barker had Workman right at his side all the way up the floor. Smith now powers his way to the right side, but he can't convert. Rebound knocked away from Vance into Atkins' hands, but his pass deflected by Hatfield. Mingo Central gets it back. Hatfield nearly faked himself out of his own sneakers that time. Throws it off the top of the basket support, and he'll go back over to Chapmanville. So that was a wild and wacky sequence there that Mingo Central may not want to look back on the game tape later. Braden Strange will check back into the game. Milton Vance will go to the bench. David Dotson will check in on the other side for the Miners.
Number 44.
Looks like Vance got a little bit of a cut there a moment ago as he's going back to the locker room to try and get taped up, or bandaged up, I should say. Hensley, nice stutter step as he gets inside to the right. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound taken away by Slater. Pass. Atkins went for the steal, comes up empty as Barker lost it off his foot, trying to rip it back away from Hensley. Dotson now with it. 36-22 Chapmanville here in the third quarter. Brewer now with it with Workman on him. Trying to find Barker, but passes a little bit off the mark. Now Barker on the ground with it, trying to find somebody. Lost it off of Dotson, and now Hensley drives in right side. Count it for Andrew Hensley, and he's now into double figures with 10 points. You've got Vance with 10, Hensley with 10, and Evan Witt with 10. So they've accounted for 30 of the 38 points here tonight for the Tigers in this JV contest. Closing in on a minute to go now in the third quarter. Barker gets it up top, looking inside. Smith once again, great job pinning Hensley up against that right block, and he's able to lay it in. So he had 6 points in the first quarter, now 6 points here in the third quarter. He's got 13 overall. Strange had it batted away from behind by Slater. He's had a strong third quarter for Mingo Central. 45 seconds left now in the period. Smith will give it off to Barker. Now Fred Markham set to make his first appearance as well in this game for Chapmanville. The next whistle is a steal by Ethan Workman. Looking up ahead for Atkins. He'll dribble back towards the corner. Back inside for Hensley, and he'll be fouled with 28.1 seconds to go. So we're going to get Colton Smith on that foul.
Smith is first. Team third. Andrew Hensley at the line, shooting 2.
Hensley looking to take the team lead in points here with these 2 attempts. 2 of 4 at the line tonight. And he does connect on the first.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 5, Marion Corbett.
So Atkins will be the one to check out. Markham set to check in for Hensley. Should he make the free throw here?
For the Miners, number 55, Caden Salmons.
The Salmons will check back in. Brewer will get a break. As Hensley leaves the free throw short, but Workman grabs the rebound. So Chapmanville gets another look here. See if they try and hold for one. Mingo Central has a possession arrow. 3 for Baisden rattles out. Rebounded underneath, and we're going to get another whistle on the floor. So it won't put Chapmanville in the penalty, as that'll be just the 4th team foul. So they get that one on Jacob Slater. That'll be his second. So now Fred Markham, the freshman, into the game for the first time. Baisden looking for someone, throws it in deep for Strange. He'll make the one-handed grab. Chapmanville going to try and hold to the final shot here of the quarter. Workman over to Baisden, down to 7 seconds. Now to Corbett. Looks into the corner. Pass knocked away by Smith with 2.7 seconds left. Chapmanville will have to inbound it one more time here. They'll have to go quickly. So they're close to a catch-and-shoot situation here. Workman will inbound. Looking for someone, gets it into Markham. Markham's going to have to go here. Dribbles in, pulls up from the elbow. That one too strong. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action as Chapmanville increases their lead to 15 as we head to the final 8 minutes. We'll be back after this as you're watching high school basketball action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Come in from the cold and warm up with your favorite comfort food from Tudor's Biscuit World. Fluffy biscuits smothered with sausage gravy. Homemade blackberry biscuits topped with crunchy granola and icing. Or the new cinnamon caramel apple biscuit. And for a limited time at participating locations, we're serving our over-the-top chicken pot pie. It's tender chunks of chicken, gravy, and vegetables, over-top mashed potatoes, and our famous made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits. At Tudor's, we're serving up comfort food that's ladled with love.
Start of quarter number 4 here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium in this JV contest. Chris Kidd with you. Desmond Napier, our engineer. That's Mingo Central. We'll throw it in from the far side. Again, Mingo Central's trailed Chapmanville the entire way. Got it down below 10 briefly in the second quarter. But haven't quite been able to get any closer than 9 ever since then, as Smith has been battling down low all night. Draws the foul. That'll be on Ethan Workman.
Foul Tigers number 4, Ethan Workman.
That'll be number 2 against him as Smith, 1 of 2 from the line. Leads Mingo Central with 13 points here this evening. And Conley sings for first. Again, strong first and third quarters out of Smith. 6 points in the first, 6 points in the third quarter. Second free throw rolls off as Markham, that high leaping ability, able to tip the rebound to himself. Strange has it knocked away by Barker. Strange able to get it back. Now he gives it over for Corbett. Workman with it. So get it back to Markham. Again, Markham and Workman have a nice place in my heart as Evan Witt. Nice drive by him going to the left hand and banking it in. He's now got 12 points, 41-25 Chapmanville. But again, I coach tennis here at Chapmanville High School and middle school, and Ethan Workman and Fred Markham play tennis for me and have for a couple of years now. Great young men, great kids as well. That pass deflected almost into the basket that time, and Workman comes away with it. So again, they had to meet with them today. They know that right after basketball season, they have to deal with me, unfortunately, for the next couple of months. And they seem thrilled about it. As now he goes down low to Markham, turns around in the paint. Jumper falls for Ed Markham. Great turnaround in the paint. Again, that athletic ability he has and his leaping ability gets him in the scorebook for the first time tonight. Markham he's just a raw, talented kid. Again, any sport he plays, tennis, basketball, baseball, he's just got so much ability. Showing some of that off here as a freshman for Chapmanville. Pass knocked away by Watts. Now he's got a free run out. Driving in, he'll lay it up and he'll put it in. So Wesley Watts scored the second bucket of the game for Chapmanville. That's his first bucket ever since then. Now comes up with a steal. Great save to Corbett. Drives in. Barker knocked it away and then blocked away by Slater. Chapmanville still gets it back. Now Witt goes for three and Slater blocks another. So Slater continues his strong second half here for Mingo Central. He's got a lot of that done on the defensive end. And they go down low to Smith again, back out. Dotson, he'll fire up a three, nearly banked it in. Slater with the rebound, goes back up. Late whistle, but counted in the foul. Slater able to regather that ball and put it in. 5:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's an 18-point lead for Chapmanville. As Brewer and Hatfield will both check back in. Slater, see that two-handed push shot he's got. That one won't fall, and now we're going to get a tie-up on the rebound. Possession will go over to Chapmanville. We're just contesting the inbounds pass. Look, they're just trying to keep the ball away from Witt at the moment as he follows him up the floor. Now they give it over for Corbett. Looks inside. Nice grab by Watts. Shovels it over for Workman. Now looking for some help. Workman gets it, drives in, tries to get up a floater, but Smith comes over from the weak side and bats it away. Nice save by Barker underneath. Long pass up ahead, finds Smith. He'll bring it back out. And he's got most of his work done on the low block here tonight for Mingo Central. Has more than half of their points, 14 of their 27, as loose ball foul going to be whistled on Watts. His feet coming over there and kind of side sweeping his opponent. That'll be the third team foul against Chapmanville here in the fourth quarter. It's not even 3 minutes deep into the period yet. This inbounds pass goes right to Markham as he looked a little surprised that it came right to him. Gives it off to Corbett, drives in. He can't finish on the layup. Rebound taken away by Mingo Central. Lobs up ahead for Slater. Had it batted away by Witt, but now Witt will commit the foul on the back end of that. And Chapmanville, 4 team fouls already here in the fourth quarter. As Evan Witt picks up his third foul. So Mingo Central will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the fourth quarter here. And Smith gets the friendly bounce off the first. He's now 3 of 5 from the line tonight. It's That's his 15th point overall. Second free throw short. Workman with the rebound. Gets up ahead. Corbett got behind the defense again. Drives in, but can't convert on the layup. Rebound knocked loose. Grabbed away by Brewer. Here comes Barker back the other way. Dribbles in, runs into Watts. No whistle. They dump it off for Smith, and he'll lay it up and in. So Mingo Central with a little bit of a spurt here to start the fourth quarter. They still trail it by 15 at 45-30. Markham grabs it, takes it baseline, batted away from behind by Smith. Now Mingo Central trying to push the pace here, see if they can put a run together to put Chapmanville in a little bit of the sweating territory, but Barker ends up traveling with it as he gets inside. Workman will get it into Watts. Mingo Central trying to apply some pressure here. Watts will take it over to his left. Nice screen by Workman, and now going to get our first foul of the fourth quarter on Mingo Central as Slater jumped into the passing lane just a bit too early. So that'll be his third foul. And that'll be the first one of the fourth quarter against the Miners. As Watts lost it off his hands, and that'll go out of bounds, but last touch by Hatfield. We're falling to the midway point here in the fourth quarter. Workman will get it over for Markham on the right side. Now Witt dribbles into the paint, kicks it over for Workman. He's swallowed up, gives it back out. Witt, right-handed floater, tough shot, and what a job by Evan Witt, able to control his body and put that one in. So he's got 14 points, 47-30 Chapmanville. Left side Brewer, he'll put up a high arching three. That one just off, rebounded in the corner by Markham. Gets up at Corbett, almost knocked away by Hatfield. Gets it back to Markham, tries to back in, but runs into a wall that time, which is Smith. Out to Watts, his three won't fall. Smith able to grab the board. It's closing in on 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Chapmanville leading this JV contest wire to wire so far. So go inside for Smith, trying to back in on the right side, goes up, and he'll convert yet again around the rim. So that's his 6th point of the fourth quarter. Again, 6 points in the first, 6 in the third, 6 in the fourth, along with 1 point in the second quarter. So he's nearing the 20-point plateau in this contest. As Workman sets his feet, goes for a jumper. That one too strong. Rebounded by Slater. Long pass up ahead, finds Barker. Barker takes it in, and he'll lay it up on the right side. So he's now got 7 points, and this lead now down to 13 when they're 2.5 minutes to play. Workman gets it back, drives in, had it batted away, but Markham able to pick it up. Stops, thought about the three a little too long, and gave Smith a chance to come out and block it. Corbett will drive in, his floater won't fall. Now another run out opportunity. Here comes Hatfield charging in, he'll lay it up, and it rolls off, no good. Rebound tipped out, and Watts takes it away. And missed opportunity there for Mingo Central to try and put some pressure on Chapmanville here in these final 2 minutes as Corbett fires a three, and he'll knock it down. So he gets his first basket of the game. And just like that, a quick 5-point swing more or less buries this game in Chapmanville's favor. Hatfield takes it towards the baseline. Little jumper won't fall. Workman, strong rebound as him and Smith fighting for it, and a little aggressive after the fact. It looks like possession will stay here with Mingo Central. Milton Vance will check back in along with Braden Strange and Janner Goshian. As Workman, Markham, and Corbett will sit down probably for the rest of the evening here with 1:39 to play. Get it back into the corner. Slater, high arching three, and he'll get it to go again. Again, Jacob Slater. Great second half for him. 8 points, pair of threes, but defensively, several blocks here in the second half. Fortunately for Mingo Central, it's going to be a little too late here tonight. They trail it by 13 as Watt's shot rejected on the inside. Back the other way. Barker doesn't feel Vance coming up from behind him. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound fought for on the ground. Strange has it. And going to get a quick timeout here for Chapmanville with 1:07 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside as well and be back after this as you're watching high school basketball action here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury, come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
Final 1:07 here of the contest in this JV game this evening. Chris Kidd with you, with Desmond Napier, our engineer. As Chapmanville looking to take the first of the two contests here this evening. Again, we will close this stream at the conclusion of this broadcast and then reopen another for the high school contest. So again, just take a look at it on our screen here on the D&D Sports Network and just kind of refresh. In about 2 to 3 minutes, we should have the new stream up for our next game, the varsity contest between Chapmanville and Mingo Central. So again, don't go anywhere this evening here on the D&D Sports Network as Vance able to rip it away underneath. Chapmanville now with it with under 40 seconds to play. Vance dribbles up the right side, kicks it back out. Strange holds it, kicks it cross court. Watts has it. Chapmanville just trying to burn out the rest of this clock. Go down low for Goshen. He'll put up the jumper, and that one just off the front iron. Taken away. It's Barker. Brings it up the left side, down to 15 seconds to go. So he'll take a screen up top, takes it over baseline, get a whistle and a blocking foul against Chapmanville here with 10 seconds to play.
Foul on the Tigers number 14, Braden Strange.
That'll give Mingo Central a pair of free throws. As Barker tries to add to his total, close out this evening. First one won't fall. He'll get one more. And Barker able to get this one. His first free throw to go this evening. As Chapmanville, final seconds ticking off here as driving in. Jumper by Strange won't fall, and that'll do it for this JV contest as Chapmanville defeats Mingo Central 50-38. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second break and be back to wrap up our coverage of this JV contest right after this as you're watching high school basketball action here on the D&D Sports Network.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
Once again, your final score here tonight, Mingo Central falling to Chapmanville 50-38. Again, Chris Kidd and Desmond Napier with you. Just to run through the final scoring for Mingo Central, they were led by Colton Smith with 19 points, Jacob Slater with 8 points, Logan Barker with 8 points, and Jeremy Brewer with 3 points to round out the scoring for the Miners. On the other end for Chapmanville, they were led tonight by Evan Witt with 14 points, Andrew Hensley with 11 points, Milton Vance with 10 points, Wesley Watts with 4 points, Jet Basin with 4 points, Marion Corbett with 3 points, and Braden Strange and Fred Markham each with 2 points to round out the scoring for the Chapmanville Tigers here tonight. Again, varsity action coming your way here shortly on the D&D Sports Network. So don't go too far, folks, as Desmond and I will be back in approximately 15 minutes to start bringing you the action of Chapmanville and Mingo Central. So again, for Desmond Napier, I'm Chris Kidd saying see you soon here on the D&D